I think we should turn this into a music-only hour segment with the music that's playing today. Thanks so much for the great tunage. Welcome back to the Stockwell Eldridge Show. I'm Jason Stockwell with Remax Results.
And I'm Dawn Eldridge with Remax Results.
We're on every Sunday, 10 a.m. here on AM 1280 The Patriot. If you're like many people and are at church or at some sort of service Sunday, you can check us out on YouTube or on Facebook under the Stockwell Eldridge Show, or a podcast if you go to the Patriot website or tcrealestatehour.com, tcrealestatehour.com. Always happy to help you with real estate needs, questions, mortgage questions, solar questions, pretty much any question you have. We will try to help or put you in the right direction. 651-400-0773, 651-400-0773. If you want to learn more about Justin Arneson, All Energy Solar, or Steve Furlong, you'll find them on our Facebook page under the Stockwell Eldridge Show. And all their contact information will be there and on the website, tcrealestatehour.com. Justin, in a past segment, said that they come out, they do an evaluation on your home, give you an assessment to show you the cost, show you the financing options, and show you how much you will either be paying in every month or gaining. And you heard that right, folks, gaining every month potentially from it. Is there a cost for that, Justin, to come out to a home and do an evaluation?
No cost. We'll come out for free.
So I would implore anybody, myself included, and Katie, I hope you're listening, my wife, to have Justin out, give an evaluation, because if this is a true net zero, or even if it's a small cost per month, or a net gain, if it's the perfect scenario, what is there to lose really on it? And that begs the question Steve talked about earlier, what would there be to lose if you're thinking, oh, the solar panels might be ugly, it might be a deterrent on my home for resale. What are the thoughts on that, Steve, Dawn, and Justin? What do you guys say?
We were talking about how often you see a solar panel, and it's not too often yet, but it will be more and more prevalent. And that's because the cost of generating electricity with a panel has been going down consistently, and now we have better, greater ways to finance them too. So I think we'll see it more and more often.
Well, and you were mentioning on the break that people can finance having the solar panels put on when they're buying a new house, correct?
It can be part of the purchase,
Yeah.
We can include that in the purchase with a couple of different financing programs. The Fannie Mae Home Style program allows you to include the cost of installing and purchasing a solar system.
Only if you call Justin, though.
And only with Justin, yep. And FHA 203K allows that too. You can add a
That's
solar
amazing.
panel in. So you can.
I had no
yeah.
idea that they did that. That's really cool. I
Yep.
think that's great.
So those are the long-term, 30-year financing options. But you have other financing programs that you can do, Justin.
Yeah, there are a few other options that we have. There's a nonprofit out of Minneapolis where you can do a 10-year option. We have our own in-home where it's you can do 10, 15, 20, 25-year options to finance the solar energy system. We even do zero down, so we don't need any of your money up front, which is great. And then the very first time that you're starting to pay your solar energy system is when it's producing energy. So it goes up on your roof. You no longer have to pay your utility company, but you are paying off a solar energy system.
So how long does it take for a typical installation? Like if someone's going to do 10 panels?
10 panels. So I meet with them at their house. Do they want to do some, a solar energy system? The installation, probably 2 days, but there's a lot of behind-the-scenes work that has to go in, permitting and talking with your utility company because we're going to be connecting to their grid. So
Right.
A lot of behind-the-scenes paperwork that we're going to be looking at doing, I would say maybe 3 months, and then guys up on your roof for 2 days, and your house is solar-powered.
Okay, so now we've also talked about that you can make money putting the solar panels on. So the electric company will actually pay you money, or does it just become like a...
Well, I can
Run
run
us
you
through a scenario.
Yeah.
run
What
you
is
through a quick-
what is
You've
the
done it,
average home in let's say an Excel customer, the average monthly electricity bill total?
average monthly electric bill? Oh, I would say something like 125 is what I've seen.
Mine's like double that.
Yeah.
125 a month. For
Yeah,
an
well,
electric
you have
bill.
all those lights in the basement on for making. Aren't you growing plants or something, Steve?
That's the new wave as a new industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, diversifying my portfolio.
You got a lot of electricity usage.
So 125 bucks.
Yeah.
And if you can put a panel on your roof that covers all of that, then that's called the voided charge, right? That's the term that you guys
Yep,
use?
put an
Okay.
array of solar panels up there, 10, 15, 20, something like that. What we're looking at is, let's say we do get rid of a $125 electric bill. Very possible. Your monthly payments are going to be like $125 with rebates and with incentives. That's what you're looking at. It comes out to be a wash. It comes up. It's down to you. Do you want to pay your utility company or put some money into your home and increase the value?
And what is the total cost of a system that would generate? I know this is a hard question, but let's say you've got the perfect south-facing house. How much would you need to spend on a system to generate $125 a month?
Total cost of a system.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd be looking at minimum cost of. I'll give you a range, maybe like 15 to 30,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's pick something. Let's say it's 20,000. You can shave 30% of that off right away with the tax rebate.
You nailed it. Yep.
Yeah.
The federal government will pay for 30% of your system.
So if it costs 20,000 to put in a system that generates 125 a month, and you get 30% of that back, your net cost is 14,000.
And then your utility company will pay for an additional 25%.
Wow.
Of the installation.
Of the 20.
Yep, of the total cost.
So
Oh
take
my
4 off
gosh.
of that. So it's really 10,000. So here's where.
So you must be crazy busy, Justin. How did you
Nailed
with,
it.
with all this
Yeah,
information
yeah.
and all this stuff?
Yeah,
How are
crazy
you
busy.
even able to be here for the hour? Because you must have mad people calling to install solar.
Yeah, weekends don't exist. I'm constantly running around. We have 10
Because
consultants.
I didn't know this stuff. I did not know you get that much of a rebate or that much of a assistance on it. It sounds like I gotta get you on the books. I
Yeah,
really do.
I do
mean,
too. I'm like, yep, I've got a south-facing home too, right on a corner.
Yep.
So the cash flow on that 125 a month voided charge, and if you end up financing 10,000 at the end of the day, on a 30-year note, that's like 45, 50 bucks a month.
Yep.
So that's where your cash flow
So you're coming
positive
ahead.
immediately.
So you can take the extra 50, 100 bucks you're making from Excel, put it towards your note on the system.
Total cost, yeah.
And just pay it down quicker, or
Yep.
just keep paying it and just keep cash flowing. It's like a rental, having
Yeah.
a small rental
Wait.
property.
So Excel will pay you, or Dakota, or whoever, the electric company will pay you money.
They pay
Thank you
back.
for going solar. We're trying to meet our renewable energy goals, and so we'll give you some money for that, and that's guaranteed, 100%.
So, a question I have too.
Wow.
Another question then. So, I think people should be
Oh my
reaching out to
gosh.
Justin for this
I hope
because.
your phone is ringing off the hook.
But here's my question: roofing systems. So, if you have asphalt, or sometimes you have cedar roof, or sometimes you have steel or tin roofs. Now they have. Does any of that matter? Because I have asphalt on mine. And does it affect your insurance in any way and all that stuff? And I mean, what are we looking at on those type of deals?
Yeah, great question. So we install on metal roofs, asphalt roofs, clay tile. We can do cedar shake.
Wow.
Lots of different options that we have. I mean, we don't see too much clay tile around here, but yep, shingles, metal roofs. That's what we're looking at. They're all different options. Homeowners insurance. What we see is typically an increase, maybe like $30 a year. Something like that. So
What's
that
because they're insuring the panels then too now? Is that the deal?
yeah,
have
they
extra
insure just like
coverage?
your shingles, just like your siding. They'll yep.
What
insure
about,
the solar
like,
panels?
Hailstorms. Can the panels be damaged from hailstorms?
That's another really good question. So
We're putting. So just so you
Or
know,
when,
folks,
you
bring
know,
it
those-
on.
Justin's
Those windstorms. that we have
Justin's
to-
never been on the radio before. We're putting him in the hot seat
Yeah,
here. We're just
he's
grilling
doing-
him.
you're doing great, though.
This is great. So for hail, they can take 60-mile-per-hour golf ball size hail.
Wow.
There's some YouTube videos out there where they're shooting softballs at 200 miles an hour. They ain't budging just because it is tempered glass. So
Okay.
no problem with that. You mentioned wind. We've never seen any issues with wind. They're tightened down to warranty standards, and we've never, ever had any issues with wind. We have about 1,200 installations in the state so far.
Last question on this. I'm going to grill you, Justin, on water intrusion. Do you ever get any issues where you're putting the panels up? They have to go through your shingles, I presume, anchored into your roof trusses or something like that. Is that why the insurance might be a little bit higher on that, or because of the panel cost, or do you ever have any issues on that end?
Usually, the insurance increases because of the cost of the solar
shingle, yeah,
energy
okay.
system. But we are drilling into your roof, into the rafters, putting flashing on, caulking. Very rare that we do have water going into that.
What about ice dams around, like snow buildup around?
Oh,
it?
here we go. We're
Oh
going-
wow! Yeah. So, well, I mean, it will melt off the snow a lot quicker because it is slippery. They are darker.
And they absorb sun.
Yep,
So-
exactly. So,
Are they thick still? Like they used to be pretty thick when the old ones were. They seemed like they were like 6 inches, 8 inches off the roof. Are these?
the actual solar the solar panel?
They
Yeah.
sit off, right? A gap in between the roof and the panel.
Yeah, we leave about 3 inches off of the roof to allow airflow to take away
Oh.
some of that heat. But
Okay.
the actual panel is about, I don't know, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. So
Wow.
something like that.
You think they add value to your home?
I actually think that they will more and more in the future. I think right now it's so new to a lot of buyers that maybe we're just on the verge.
It's all
is what I
aesthetics
feel
too.
like.
It's
Yeah.
from aesthetically pleasing. So if they look
Yep.
okay, or if they're on the back of the roof or something like that, or they look good. But if you go down to the numbers, they should definitely add value because the homeowner who buys it will
Isn't
have
gonna have
less
to pay
cost.
for
right?
electric.
They won't have the electric
That's
bill.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the system
To
costs
me,
20,000, then
yeah.
you only have to pay 10,000. We see a value increase of 1 to 1.
125
Do
a
you?
month.
Nice.
That's a
125 a
lot.
month is worth $23,000 in purchase price
Wow.
Yeah.
in mortgage financing.
So
Wow.
Pretty
Justin
incredible.
Arneson,
That's huge.
All Energy, give him a shout. Can I give your mobile out?
Sure, go for it.
612-437-5413. 612-437-5413. If you are driving or are unable to take it down, go to our Facebook page, Stockwell Eldridge Show, or tcrealestatehour.com, and we'll be back with more. Thanks, folks.